While the holidays are joyful for many people, for others, this season can bring sadness and unwanted stress. From the clinic at the Montgomery in Owensboro, Dr. Jonathan Carroll shares some insights for this time of year. Good morning and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you. Good morning, Angie. Thank you.
Well, we're saying, words of merry and bright, but we know that it's not always a joyful season for folks. And so what are people facing? When you get those calls from people this time of year, what are they saying to you, Jonathan?
That they cannot wait until December 26th gets here or January 2nd gets here. They're just trying to get through it. And I know it is such a fun and festive and wonderful time of year for so many. And it's hard to talk about this sometimes because, of course, our viewership here there is made up of plenty of people who are really excited and families coming, and it's going to be just wonderful. But there are those for whom this is a really very difficult time of year.
So how can we shift our focus or at least find some tools to make our way through these dark days of the winter?
Well, this is, of course, no new thing. This week we will approach the winter solstice on Wednesday, which is the longest night of the year. To mark that, various religious traditions around the world have had liturgical or worship type events surrounding that. I'm actually hosting one myself in Owensboro for people who are grieving during the holidays. I've already had two others, one in Glasgow, Kentucky, and one in Vincennes, Indiana, for people who are grieving. So if there is an opportunity near you to go to some sort of event for the community where there will be others who feel likewise, that can be a really wonderful thing to remember that you're not alone and that these feelings are real and that we need to express them. And I think that's the first thing is we have to acknowledge how we feel. We have to be honest about that, even though if it may not meet the where someone else is in the moment, we have to be honest about what we're feeling. So I celebrate the fact that people will say to me, I just can't wait to get through this. Like I appreciate and honor the fact that they're willing to be honest about that because that's the first step. Another step is to reach out and talk to somebody about it. Not necessarily a professional, but a friend or a family member, someone whom you can trust and who you know can show empathy, because that's really what we need. We need someone to say, hey, if I were in your shoes, I feel very much the same way. And that can be so healing. I think we have to be incredibly realistic about it. I think we can't really pretend, put on a mask, and people are really good at that. And we've become very sophisticated in our ability to wear masks, but that doesn't ultimately help how it is that we're feeling. Well, when we're gathering with people in our families too, I think we need to be willing to set aside differences. I think people are really worried about the holidays because all the things that are going to come up around the family table, we need to be willing to say, we're not going to do that. Here are the things we're going to do. Here are the things I'm not going to do. And I'm going to try to have some healthy habits.
Well, and that was going to be my next question, dealing with someone in your family who maybe you're the happy little Christmas elf and then your loved one is really in the dumps. So that's a hard balance to achieve.
It is, and I think that's where empathy comes into play, because it's one thing to say, it seems like you are sad, or if I were you, I would be devastated. But that doesn't mean I'm taking on their feelings, right? That's the difference between sympathy and empathy. Sympathy is you're sad, I'm sad with you. Empathy is it seems like you're sad, I acknowledge that you are, and I have no desire to change that. It's not exactly where I am, but I accept where you are. Right. And I think as a family member who's really appreciative of this holiday, being around people for whom this is a sad time, empathy is the key. Just acknowledging, look, if I were you, I would be sad too. And the only thing we can really do is to get through this together. So I would like for you to borrow some of my joy and my festivity and my looking forward to itness and see if together we can get through this and even make something beautiful out of it.
Jonathan, great advice as always. I wish you great joy in this holiday season.
You too. Thank you, Angie. Take care.
More lifestyles for you right after this. Please stay with us.